Thank you. Alright, finally got on here. Where's my tripod? What's going on, Ed? How's it going? I'm just searching for my tripod here. What's going on, TJ? Hopefully everybody's day is going well. And I don't see it anywhere. So, what have you been up to, Ed? Haven't seen you in a while. The Minute Hunter told everyone to come over to hang. That is awesome. Trail of the Wild. How is it going? I got that thing up and going, and we're going to be going over it here pretty quick. So the incubator is up and going. It is testing right now. Temperatures seem to be holding. I do need to seal a hole in the back, but other than that, I'm good. There's my tripod, right in front of my face. There we go. All right. Well, I got some snakes to show you. And I'm going to grab something to drink real quick while we get a few more people in here. Make sure you smash that like button. That way, everybody knows that DCR Reptiles is live. But I'm just enjoying my mini vacation, I guess. Got about, let's see here, today's Saturday. I'm off tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday. I go back to work on Wednesday. So that's 3 more days off. And then back to the grind. That almost sliced a finger open. So I'm going to put this down here for just a second. And pour my soda. There we go. Got to pour it like you do wine. That way you kind of don't have as much fizz. And we're about done here. And that'll be it. Alright, so first of all, I need to know what kind of snakes you guys want to see.
Dad, look. This is what Mom did.
Need to know what kind of snakes you want to see. And then I'll show them, and then we'll go over the rack build. So welcome to Snake Keeper Saturday. Okay, I hear a fire. That's awesome. Do you have any venomous? No, I do not. Are you still drinking out of this? No, I do not have. Nope, that's not tea. That is cherry Coke. The store was out of my type of tea, and I only drink one type of tea. So, cherry Coke. Alright, so you want to see a fire. Well, there's no fires going on around here, so I'm going to have to show you my snake instead. I checked out my YouTube data. It's going good. The YouTube might refresh their system, kind of like when your phone messed up and have to reset your phone. I drink Milo's sweet tea with Splenda. It's the yellow top. Alright, so of course I knew Ed was going to say fire. This is my fire. What's going on, Shelly?
Shelly?
This guy hisses quite a bit when I pick him up, but that's fine. He's a good eater, so that's all that matters. This here's just a new line of fire that I'm working with. It has been proven out, so I'm trying to mix it into my snakes and see what it looks like. But, yeah, this is a new line of fire. Not by me, though. And after I get done getting my full project from my breeder, I will let you know where I got these I cannot talk tonight. Fabulous males from. But that's the fire. Let's go ahead and take a look at the incubator. I do need to do one thing before we look at it. I didn't get a chance to do it beforehand. So, here's a little update. Everything's going good with this system here. Of course, that rack right there is the new one. And if you look, which I think she might have didn't turn one around because. All right. Well, let me change this around real quick because whenever she changed out the bedding and stuff last night, I like my tubs to be empty, to be switched around, different than the others. So I know she must have forgot because it was late when she done it. But I know which ones are empty, but I want to just show you guys how I set it up. So I'm going to set the phone down for just 1 minute and switch this out. Alright, so if you look at these tubs, these here don't have labels on them. This here's empty. The rest of these have rats in them. All the ones with the labels sticking out already have rats. So as you can tell, I got 2 tubs over there without any and 1 tub up there. Everything else has rats in there. Everything from here over is breeders. Everything is here over here is grow outs. So as you can tell, I got my rat production going. So that is good. I don't see what I'm looking for in here. Let's see here. Maybe I can find it right. Oh, brother. Let me see if I can steal one of theirs for a minute. I'm going to steal your extension cord for a minute. Hopefully I can use it. Yep, I'll be able to use it. All right. And I got a reason for doing this. Well, I say that. I'm not very organized today. Everything's falling. Well, you're busy. Come on. This is just not cooperating with me, guys. Don't know what's going on. Because I'm in a hurry, that's what it is. One more time and I should be done with this one. There we go, got that done. Okay, so I just need to plug this into here. I'm almost done, guys. Okay, now, hey, I am good with technology, but kind of being behind a little bit don't help me out any. Usually I'm very good at being organized. And I don't see that anywhere. Close this door. One more thing. Let's see here. I think I know where what I'm looking for is. Oh, brother. Yeah, I tried. There we go. I found it. All right. We are just about ready to show off this good incubator that I've got done. Let me plug these couple things in and we'll be good to go. There's one. There's two. All right, so without any further ado, let me show you guys my new wine cooler turned into an incubator. I did get it done today. It only took me probably about an hour and a half to do. All I did was unhook the compressor from the back. I didn't take it out or anything like that. I just unplugged the electrical on it. That way I could still have the light inside. This does have a false wall in the back, but I'll show you kind of what I did, what you can see anyway. But, and this is just a temporary thermostat that I'm putting on it just to test it out to make sure everything's good. But this is the new incubator right here. As you can tell, it has a light when it opens up. This fan here is the fan that I ordered off of Amazon. So for air circulation, I put 11-inch heat tape from here all the way to the top in the back. And I ran it out the back. I drilled a hole right there, which after everything starts working right, making sure everything's good, then I will put some of that foam stuff in there and seal that off. I think that's the only issues I'm having right now as far as keeping temperatures, because it keeps fluctuating about 2 or 3 degrees, but I think that's why. But I got my probe right here in the middle. That way the tubs don't mess with it. I'm going to get some egg crates and put up on one side. That way I can put one here, and I'm not sure where my other tub is, but it's too tight to put two next to each other. So I'm going to put one here, and then one is going to sit a little higher over here. That way I can actually put 2, 4, 6 in here. And if I need to, I can always pull some of these out and put one on top of here. But I prefer not to because of that fan. But that is my incubator. Does anybody have any questions? I'd be able to fit 6 clutches in there. It went together a lot better than I thought it would, but it turned out good, so I'm happy. On the back, as you can see, it has a little control knob for the thermostat, but that is not hooked up. I left that on there because that is where that hole I drilled is, and then I drilled another hole out the bottom so I could run all my wires down. So it works out good. Everything's working good on that, and seems to be doing fine. I'm gonna wait until I get the correct thermostat for it to probably seal it up, because when I set it up, what are you gonna do if all of your females give you clutches? Just wondering. What am I gonna do as far as what? Kind of elaborate on that a little bit more for me, please. But that's what's going on there. I like that one. I like how the It's got a kind of like a refrigerator light, if you will. All I got to do is open it and the light comes on. That is awesome. That piece, it's right here is where it's at.
Whoa.
So that is cool. It works out great.
It's moving.
I like it. Yeah, it'll hold 6 tubs.
Remember last time it was hard slime? Now it's
It's going to hold 6 of these tubs I can get from Target. This one over here, depending on how big the clutches are, will depend on how many I can put in here. Like right now, set up like that, I can fit 5. I don't know if I could put another one on top of here or not. If I had to, I could. But yeah. I've even thought about doing that, but that won't work. So I can fit 5 in there. So that's good there. So I can fit 5, 6, I can fit 11 clutches. So out of the 13 that I have lockups on, if I get 11 clutches, I'm set. If I think I'm going to get more, I'm going to have to get something bigger. So that'll be no problem. I will do that. But I don't want to overexert myself right now. I know the probabilities of getting 100% clutches out of my females is not very good. So we will see. But that's what's going on there. And I got something in the mail today. I don't think he's in the room. But I'm going to go ahead and give him a shout out. Because this thing is awesome. I got an envelope that said, Merry Christmas. Have a good year. Your friend, Maniac Morphs. Also, he gave me a sticker. So that's a shout out to Maniac Morphs. Go check him out. It's pretty cool. So let's go over here and let's answer some of you guys' questions real quick. Yeah, you got yours first. That's all right. I'm always the last on everything, so no problem there. I'm used to it.
My son said hi to me. Hello.
Reagan says hi.
I just washed off the highlighter.
I'm used to people liking everybody else better. That's all right. I do my own thing. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. All right, so let's see here.
Sesame.
I need to expand my window a little bit.
I'm waiting for my phone.
Okay, so it says I got a small weight scale for my leopard geckos. That is awesome. You do need a weight scale if you have any reptiles so you can keep track of their weight, especially if they go off of feed.
Hi, Shelly.
Let's see here. What did you guys ask?
Oh, that's nice. Thanks.
Okay, as far as space, yes, that new incubator holds 6. The old incubator, if they're all smaller clutches, I can hold 6 in there. So that's 12 clutches. If, say, my Super Pastel, she's going to probably lay, if she lays this year, she'll probably lay anywhere from 10 to 12 eggs. She laid 10 last year. So she'll have to go in the white box. But that means I would be able to hold 5 clutches in that so I can hold 11. Well, I believe that's why you get them as a baby. Yeah, I'm double stacking tubs when I can. I could actually probably do that with the smaller incubator and get maybe 2 more clutches in there. Let's kind of take a look. Well, I wouldn't be able to do that because the way that the probe is. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that in there because of the way the tubs are. I don't think I could get 3 on here anyway. Nope. So 6 is all I'm getting in there. But it'll work. I'm confident this incubator will work just fine. My other one that I built worked just fine. If anything, the fan is a little bit too much, but as long as I can keep that temperature dialed in, I'm happy. I was wanting to put it on the top to force the hot air down, but that fan, I didn't realize it was so big. It wouldn't fit up top. It would have to be on one side, and I don't want that because it'd be blowing right on a tub. So this way, it's actually pulling the hot air down and then pushing it back up. So I think it'll work okay. So that's a good thing. So one thing I want to talk about real quick is we know ball pythons are a big investment if you get into them. That's a no-brainer. But the question is, how long from lock to lock does it take for eggs to get laid? That I do not know. That would be something that maybe DEA can ask or answer. Andrew, how long from a lock does it take for the eggs to get laid? Or how long does it take from a lock? Does it take for a female to lay the eggs? I think that depends on a lot of things. That depends on how fast the follicles are growing. I think that depends on how much food's going in. I think that depends on if the female is actually going to take. I've heard of clutches being laid on one lock, but that does not happen very often. So it all depends on the female and it all depends on the male. Some females, as soon as you put that male in there and they lock up once, they're right on it and they want it to go. But some females, no matter how many times you lock, they just don't go. So it all depends on the female. So here's the question. We know ball pythons are a big investment. So do you guys consider this as an investment? My answer is yes. If you go to get breeder rats, I still think it's good to get good quality rats. That way you're breeding quality rats and you get quality production, quality babies, and just like Balls to You says, quality in, quality out. So there you go. This is just as big as investment as that is in there, in my opinion. Because without these, it's going to cost a lot more of this to feed all of those in there. So, my thing is I want to feed my snakes the best food I can feed them. And how can I provide the best food that I can feed them? That's right. Breeding them on my own, feeding them the best food, keeping them watered, keeping them changed and healthy, and making sure that they are good to go. So, when I feed them good, they are going to make the snakes grow like they should. They're going to make the snakes say, hey, there's food here. There's a good supply of food. So when I have these eggs, that means the babies are going to have food. So they're going to be ready to reproduce that quick. So that is the main thing when you're wanting to breed snakes and rats. There's a mixture as far as there's a fine line on too many rats and not enough rats. I myself would rather have too many rats than not enough. That's what I'm trying to do now, is get more rats. That way I can start stocking up in the freezer again. So we'll see what happens. I got a feeling I may need to build another rack, but I don't want to do that until I get these whole things figured out, because let's look at a few rats. You guys haven't really seen my rat rack here lately. So let's go ahead and take a look at them and see what we got. Oh, here's some babies and rats in here. That's a 1 to 3. This is a new breeding group. Some of them still have a little bit of growing to do, but that's fine. But that's a new breeding group. When they're ready, they'll breed. I got no problem with that. I'd rather put them in when they're smaller and they can grow up and then breed. That works for me. Then we got a 1 to 3 ratio here. It's going to be a little bit for them too. This is all the newer breeders that I got. Oh, I got to make sure I don't push the tubs back. Flip this over. There we go. This is a 1 to 3 ratio also. Looking good. And then here, this is my first Dumbo rats. I got a couple of these with my last rats I got. Let me see if I can get one of these guys out of here. Come here. Look at this Dumbo rat here. Isn't he so cute? Dumbo rats are so neat. So I got some Dumbo rats there. I'm probably going to hold back some females so I can get some more. Yeah, I haven't heard sneezing in a while. Every now and then you get a rat that sneezes, but it's not... Actually, those Dumbo rats are not getting fed off. Here's some more breeders here. And one of these tubs I'm going to show there's like 1 to 4 females, but they're not going to stay like that. This is 1 to 3 here. And go down a little bit here. This is the 1 to 4 I had, but they're not going to stay like that. I just got them in there for the time being. I'm letting them grow up a little bit. I'm letting all the other tubs finish out having their babies. And those really are not big enough to breed just yet. But I'm letting all the other females have their babies. I'm going to take them out, and then I'm going to start rearranging all my females so I can do a 1 to 3 in each of my tubs. And one of my racks, if I can, I'm just going to rotate a male all the way down. But I think I got too many males for that, and I'm not going to get rid of any males because you all know we need males to breed. So there's a 1 to 3 ratio. Looking good. Here's a 1 to 3 ratio. Got a big male back there. He's looking good. That's one of the males that made it through the whole sickness issue. So we got a couple empty tubs on the bottom here. Next one up, that's the one that I believe, yes. This is the one that has the pet in it, I think. So that's a 1 to 3. Nah, 1 to 2. Next, actually that wasn't the one. I think this is the one. This is the one. And yeah, that guy has something wrong with his eye, but I think it'll straighten up. It's just a little dirty. We'll probably clean it up here and later tonight or tomorrow. This is just 2 mamas. They are pregnant. So as soon as they have their babies and I can wean them off, then I'll throw another female. I'll throw them in an alternate tub and then put a male and another female in with them, because they've already established that's their tub. So I kind of want to disrupt the cycle a little bit. Up here you got some more. Got some babies in there. So yeah, rats are doing a lot better. Everybody's doing good. Everybody's growing. Let's take a look at some grow outs. This tub's empty. This is the mama. It's got babies right back there. So until she gets done, I'm leaving her in there. Here's some little babies. This is all that was in one tub. So they're all cute, adorable. Got some more in here. Got some more in here. So as you can tell, rat production is up. Now these guys, I'm probably going to go through and make another breeder tub. But I'll do that probably after the video so I can kind of look at them, make sure that's what I want to do. But there, you guys have seen my rats for the first time in forever. That was a big major thing on. I'm glad that they turned out. They're healthy. They're doing good. They're starting to produce a lot now. So I'm very happy. I just got to get back in the swing of things. I got to get them back to a 1-to-3 ratio. And then I'm going to start having to euthanize some rats, I'm sure. I would love to get to the point where I need 2 grow out tubs. That would be awesome. Or 2 grow out racks, I should say. And building rat racks, it's hard work. But for now, my rat rack is done. My new incubator is done. And now my next project is changing the retrofitting my 28 quart tubs over here, because I got to make some space for some new additions. And I got to ship 2 snakes out, hopefully this week if the boxes and stuff get here. But I'm going to be retrofitting these 2 racks here. I'm probably going to go up. This here's got 11 tubs here. I'm probably going to go up another 2 and then go up 3 here. So they're actually 13 tubs high. That way, that gives me an extra 5 tubs just there. So that way, I got room for the new additions. And I'm probably going to have to rearrange some stuff, kind of change how I'm doing it. But I don't care. I'm going to be making room for new additions. And that way, we can get some good snakes. Hopefully some world firsts. That would be awesome. And you guys will see what new morphs Donnie from DCR Reptiles is getting into. And one of them is not anywhere else out there. So I cannot wait to show you guys. And depending on what happens and when I can get them, and if I can breed them right away, because I know there's two of them I can breed together to see if there's a super in it, I may end up selling some of them. But I'm not going to say that until I can do that because I want to make sure what they are before I actually sell them. So, or make them available because it will be a new morph. I want to make sure what they are and what they're actually can do to some morphs. So, we'll see, but you guys will be the first to have a chance to get one. So, that's the good part. And if you want to know what I'm going to look like in about 20 years, it's that right there. Well, it's kind of dark here. Let me go a little bit closer. A little bit closer. That's what I'm going to look like in about 20 years. And I'm going to live in that trailer right there. And my rats are going to get bred right there. And I'm going to have my ball pythons in this building next door to it. Right there. That's where I'm going to breed all my rats at. Or all my snakes. So, there you have it. The future of DCR reptiles. I don't know why this door's shut. So, do you guys have issues with your family members leaving lights on in rooms that they're not in? Leaving fans on in rooms that they're not in? Like they're paying the bills, but in reality you are, and you're trying to cheapen up the bills? You tell them, make sure fans are turned off. Make sure lights are turned off because you're wanting to make that electric bill as cheap as possible. But no, I'm not saying anything bad about women, but I do live in a house with 3 females. All right, so and since I'm ranting about females in the household, there's another subject I want to talk about. How hard is it to flush the toilet when you're done? The things we talk about here on DCR Reptiles.
Where's the dish?
I swear, between toilets, lights, and cell phones, if it wasn't for all 3 of those, they wouldn't know what to do. Especially if there was no cell phones.
I don't have a cell phone.
I wonder why. Let's go over this subject again because she just brought it up. I said something about if they don't have cell phones, they'd go crazy. If you didn't hear what she said, I don't have a cell phone. She don't have a cell phone because, for one, the screen was busted. 2, her mom told her not to take it in the bathroom when she takes a bath. 3, she didn't listen. And number 4, she dropped it in the tub with a cracked screen. Immediate. Done. Rent the phone. Now she don't have a phone.
You want to buy me one?
Do you think she's my daughter? Does she look anything like me? Maybe. Maybe the nose. I was told we have the same look when we look mad, but I don't know. No, she just don't have a phone. It's going to be a lesson learned. But
I've already learned my lesson.
no, you don't look like You don't look anything like, haha, exactly alike. If I showed you a picture of my dad when he was a senior in high school and a picture of me about 5 years ago, you would swear it was the same person. That's how close me and my dad looked. Shelly said, Reagan, she's on your side.
Yes! You are my partner!
You got a partner in crime now, Shelly. I'll box her up and send her your way.
She said she'd buy me a phone.
But I'm still a bit away from 500. I haven't looked lately. Do you have a pastel lesser or Mojave lesser? I have a pastel. I do not have a pastel lesser. I have a Mojave and a super Mojave, no lesser. I don't have lesser in my collection. I got a butter, but no lesser. And that's in my butterfly. So let's go ahead and take a look at a few snakes here real quick. So, right here's my butterfly. She is a picky eater, so I do not think she's going to go for me this year. But that is a pastel butter fire, I believe. Okay, Reagan, we're shipping you out.
Okay.
But
I'm 20 years old.
that's my butterfly. Then we got the Super Mojave, which earlier she was wrapping the bowl, and she still is. There's my Super Mojave. And I am breeding her to the banana. And let's see here, what else do we got with Mojave? Josephine, she's not getting bred this year. But this is just a straight Mojave. She should be ready next year. I'll tell you the size difference here. She's probably about a year old. This girl is 3 years old. That tells you how much of a picky eater she is. She pounds food. She does not. So that right there tells you the difference between a picky eater and one that eats. I got another Mojave right here. And of course, this is the only ball python that has ever bit me. And that was right after I got him. Yep, that's a female. And then this is my male Mojave. So that's all of my and I just spilled water. Put your phone down for just a second, let you look at those racks. All right. Oh, I'm getting too old. All right, we got the spinner that's in shed. Let's take a look at Bonnie here. Thank you. Those are the racks that I built. Let's see here. Bonnie, let's take a look at her. She definitely has some size to her. Hopefully, she looks like she gets bigger here all the way back. So hopefully she's got some eggs in there. That would be awesome. Even if it's 4, I'm happy with 4 eggs. At least I'll get to start my double recessive project. Thumbs up on that one. Let's see here. All of these girls here was floating to the front of the tub this week, so that's good. It's real good news. This girl here's locked up both times I put the spinner in with her. And she lays in some precarious positions. Why she lays like that, I have no clue.
I passed my mission.
She's just weird like that. That's Pixie for you. And then we got this one here. I'm hoping she goes. She's went for me the past 2 years, and she is bigger this year than she was last year. And that is none other than my classic possible het pied girl. But I think she'll end up proving out. She does to me. She does have pied markers. Nice pied looking tracks. So she has locked up with my pied male. 1 time so far. So hopefully she'll prove out. I'm hoping this girl here goes for me this year, but I don't know. She's being kind of a pain. Hopefully that girl goes. They've been locking up for a while now. And this head albino girl here, she's kind of a pain myself, so. Well, thank you, Geronimo. I'm honestly thinking I'm going to have to get me another albino male to put with those head albinos, because he just don't seem to be doing the trick. So I might be looking for another albino male. I also put a hide in with my smaller albino male, Clyde, because he's been off of food here lately, and hopefully that'll help. But we'll see. But it is breeding season. I did put him in, I think, with 1 female. Nothing ever happened, but he hasn't really ate since then. And he's small, so I don't want to throw him in with those girls, because he's just way too small for him. So, and pieds, they hold their value, but just stay tuned. We'll see. We'll see what happens. As you can see, I did put a hide in with him. He's the only one in my whole collection that's got a hide. He is in there. Hopefully, he'll start eating now. But we'll see tomorrow. I changed my feeding day till Sundays, just to make it a little bit easier. That way I got Saturdays to get everything arranged, and Sunday I can feed. I'm looking for a butter female for my albino male. I don't have any butters. Well, I really like that your hygiene. Yeah, I wash my hands consistently. And as far as my snakes, that's one reason why I use paper, is it just keeps the snakes cleaner. Now, when I get ARS racks eventually, I may switch over to cocoa fiber, but I may stick with paper. I don't know. It's just that the cleaner the tub, the healthier the snake. So the only time I don't clean the tub is when they are breeding and I have a male in there. Even if they poop and pee, I do not pull them out until that male comes out and goes back to his own tub. Because that female lays her scents all over the tub and they do their business, use the bathroom, and they're still cuddling, trying to breed. So I do not mess with them until I pull the male out, and then I clean the tub very thoroughly. I have 2 butters, 5 to 6 lessers, including a het albino. That is awesome. And let's see, there we go. That'll work. Yeah. Geronimo, just wait till they get bigger. Of course, the more you hold them when they're smaller. DER Reptiles evolved into DCR Reptiles in 2017 to 2018. Now DCR Reptiles in 2018, 2019. It would be a great year. Congratulations. Thank you very much. What babies are on the way, bro? I don't know. Let's go over the pairings real quick. Hoping for cherry bombs this year, if the male figures it out. I'll be going for, let's see, next year I'm hoping to do albino to super Mojave, and then go for cherry bombs. So, here's what I'm hoping for this year. I'll do a quick rundown of all the females that I'm breeding. A Mojave male to vanilla female. Albino to het albino. Pied to het pied. Spinner to classic. Albino to het albino. Pied to possible het pied, but the possible het pied does have great pied markers. Spinner to super pastel. Same as last year. Pied to albino, make double hets. All those babies are staying here. These next 4 are all classics, and they're all the cinnamon /? Males. So that's what I'm going with there. Over here, you got yellow belly to possible genetic blackback. I have a Inchie going to my butterfly. I have a banana going to my super Mojave. That is all of my females that I'm breeding this year. Now, let's go in here and give you guys an update on Reese's. That way, you guys can know how the new edition's doing. And she made a mess, it looks like. There she is. And of course, I don't know her that well, so I don't fully trust her yet. But as you can tell, she is quite a social snake. But I really don't trust her all that much because I don't know her yet. So she'll be in quarantine probably for another couple weeks. I'm hoping I can talk to my boss at work and let him agree to cutting me some more PVC. That way I can retrofit those tubs over there and make some changes because I need to move some stuff. And this tank right here, just a bunch of stuff. Yeah, that classic in there is good. I don't know what I'm going to throw to her yet, but we'll see. But let's see here. There's nothing in there. I only had, that was the tank that was up on top in here. There's nothing in here. So, I actually, whenever I went last week and dropped off that snake to, or Monday, was it Monday? I think it was Monday when I dropped off the snake to CJ. I took that with me and put bedding in the bottom. That's what I brought all the rats back. So, and if any other rats come up available there, she's going to give me a shout. That's about 30 minutes away. I'm going to go pick them up and then I'll bring them home. So, but that won't be for a while. And that over there is more of a food rack, as you can tell. And I'm going to take this up, that one up 3 more tubs. Take this one up 2 more tubs. It's going to be 13 tub racks. Well, Geronimo, I appreciate it. We are here to help no matter what. And that's what we do. Let's see here.
Being chased to death. Need to find a few.
Geronimo, that's what we're here for, educators, blah, blah, Randy from Brian, BHB, all the way to Emily from Snake D, LOL Ed. You can be using that shelf as a rack. I could do that, but that's what those racks over there are for. I'd rather have regular racks built for it. I actually built, here's the thing. Before I started to do my own racks, here's what I did. That's initially what I had these racks built for. As you can tell, they got spacing. That spacing is for the 41 quart tubs. But I didn't like how they fit in there. So I didn't like how loose they were side to side. So what I did was I said, I'll just use that to hold stuff. And I built my other racks. I like them a lot better. They do a lot better job for me. I am going to probably finish that up. I may build one more rack and then not anymore until I get the ARS, but I don't know yet. A lot's got to happen in 2019, but hopefully 2019 is going to take me through the roof. So I really have a lot of positive plans for 2019. So hopefully we'll get that worked out all right and get everything good. She's over here getting chased by the cops.
Acting like a cop. I'm going to my garage. I need a better car.
they'll trap you in the garage. But if you go to your garage, you can't get into it. If you go to your house garage, you can. Because you got warrants. Alright. Let's see here. I'm hoping to have some pied eggs this year.
I'm trying to find one of those fast cars with awesome cars.
But you guys know all the clutches I'm getting. You guys have seen my new incubator, which if you look in there, it's showing 87.6, but I think that is because that hole in the back is letting air in there. Plus, that is a pretty stout fan. So I will see if I gotta take that temperature up a little bit. I will, but I want to wait till everything's set up perfect. Make sure I get my correct thermostat for it, and then cement, or not cement, but put insulation in the back, and we'll go. But yeah, I like how this incubator looks. I think it'll work out just fine. But it's been 61 minutes. That's the longest live stream I've had for the past couple weeks. And
an hour and 1 minute.
Yep. So I'm gonna jump off of here, and I gotta take a couple bags out to the trash and try to wind down for the night. I got most of my work done. There's only one thing I need to do with that rack in here, and I'll go ahead and tell you about that before I get out of here. There's only one thing I need to do for this rack. I got to put one of these legs on the very back, and I got a leak here, and I need to take a look at it. So that's what I'm going to do too, because I got a water leak here. So that's what I got to attend to right after this. So, without further ado, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget tomorrow, Sunday chat with DCR. Have a good night. Thank you guys for coming and watching me. Thank you guys for supporting me. And until next time, everybody,
Bye.
on my next live stream. Bye.